Hi, welcome to this video where I'll basically be showing you how you can actually deep clean tyres and alloys, basically give them a new fresh look and make them look like they're on a brand new car. So as you can see today I'm working on this Audi's wheels and they're actually pretty worn, there's a lot of brake dust on the surface and the tyres are looking quite grey. So I definitely think I can kind of restore them back to new using the products in this video. So as you can see, the main issue really here is the dirt on the tyres and also the brake dust that's built up in the corners. So to kind of tackle this, what you're first going to need to do is give them a thorough rinse down. So for this I am using a pressure washer, but if you've got any kind of strong hose then it's going to work well. It's sort of less about the pressure and more just kind of getting as much dirt off as possible. It's not as much of an issue with the paintwork where you need kind of a lot of pressure to kind of push this dirt off, because on the alloys you don't need to kind of work as safely. A little bit more tough, and particularly when you're working on the wheels, but I do find that giving them a thorough rinse with this pressure washer does help to remove as much dirt as possible. Just makes the rest of the process a little bit easier. So the products that I'm actually using for this video are, I'm using a traffic film remover just because I find that this car is really dirty and it really helps on the wheels, but a strong all-purpose cleaner will work well. Then an iron fallout remover. This is Built Hamber's Corosol, and also a stiff brush for the wheels, the tyres, and also for the face of the alloy I'm using a softer brush just to get in kind of lug nuts in the corners of those. And I'm using a microfiber towel as well to clean the face of the wheel quite safely. So the first thing I want to do here is actually clean the alloy wheels. So for this I'm going to use the iron fallout remover. So I'm using Built Hamber's Corosol. As you can see, it does react quite quickly. It takes around 2 minutes to react, and you're going to get sort of this bleeding iron, they call it. So it's like this purple and red kind of effect where you can see the iron particles reacting and you can really kind of see the actual dirt being removed. So then I just go in with a soft microfiber mitt and basically just going to kind of clean as much of the wheels as possible. You can't really get into the corners too much with the mitt, but you can kind of try and get as much as possible just really off the face of the alloy. Then after that you're going to want to give it a thorough pressure wash down just to remove all this kind of iron fallout. So you don't really want to kind of let the purple and the red sit on there for as long as possible, as it can potentially cause staining. If you are rinsing fairly frequently though, you're not really going to have any issues with this, but just try and work fairly quickly just to stop the iron kind of, the purple and red kind of bonding back on. So I find that it's best just to work one wheel at a time to stop this happening, so that's what I did in this video. And then once I'd kind of gone in again with the iron remover, I was more working on the corners and the bits that the microfiber mitt couldn't actually reach. So really the corners, the lug nuts, and some of the bits on the face of the alloy that were a bit difficult to reach. Just give those a bit of a work with a soft brush. Don't use anything too stiff because the alloys are still painted, so you don't really want to cause any damage. So using a softer brush is definitely something you should try and do at first. If you potentially can't remove some of the brake dust, then you can jump up to maybe a more aggressive brush, but definitely start with something milder. After that, just give them a rinse down, and as you can see now the alloys are looking pretty good. They are quite shiny and definitely sort of restored them a lot more. Then what I wanted to do was jump in and kind of make the tyres look a lot cleaner and restore that before I put a tyre dressing on there. So this really helps if you are applying a tyre dressing, it helps them kind of last a lot longer. You'll sort of get maybe a few more weeks of durability, whereas if you apply them to dirty wheels then your durability is going to be maybe a couple of days, or even the next time you drive it the wheels won't look as great. So what I did here to clean the wheels was just use a stiff bristle brush and basically use a traffic film remover just to work it into the surface. This is probably the only time I potentially recommend using dish soap or dishwashing soap on your wheels. I wouldn't use it on any other part of the car apart from the tyres, but if you are particularly struggling, it does work well as a degreaser and it can remove a little bit, but personally I prefer to use a traffic film remover as it is specifically designed for vehicles. So you're probably going to need to do this a couple of times to get the wheels a lot cleaner. If you keep giving it a pressure wash down, then you'll find that you'll remove a lot of the dirt each time, but it is quite difficult to clean the tyres. They do tend to sort of stick to dirt quite easily. But I found that if every time you go ahead and brush the wheels, and then go ahead with a microfiber towel and kind of wipe them, and you can see a lot of the dirt actually transfer off, and the microfiber is quite good at picking it up. So basically the best thing to do really is kind of repeat this process of actually brushing the wheels down and then jumping in with your microfiber towel to kind of remove as much of the dirt that's sort of still stuck on there after you've rinsed. So I found on these wheels doing it 3 times actually helps to do this, and you can really see because when you wipe them with the microfiber towel it should look pretty clean. Probably not going to look perfect, but getting it as clean as possible, if you can do it 2 or 3 times, is definitely going to help with that tyre dressing durability. So the next thing to do here is to just dry the wheels. So I was just using a fresh microfiber towel, just drying the face of the alloys and dry the tyres as well, just to make sure that there's not going to be any water spots on the actual alloys and that the tyres are dry when you actually apply your dressing. So the dressing that I was using here was Meguiar's Endurance Tyre Gel. And it's quite long lasting, it's also leaves quite a shiny effect, and I think it does make sure the tyres look quite new really. It's quite a dramatic look. So I was applying this using a soft foam applicator. So as you can see here, there's a before and after, and I've definitely got rid of a lot of the brake dust and the tyres look a lot newer, so I think it's quite a good transformation on these wheels. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you have found it helpful, and if you have, then definitely sure to give it a like, comment down below if you've got any questions about the process, and subscribe for weekly detailing videos.